It was a stormy night. Heavy rain pounded against the windows as Arjun, the 28-year-old software engineer, sat alone in his apartment, finishing his work. The room was quiet. Almost too quiet. Then, his phone began to ring. He glanced at the screen, and his blood ran cold. The caller ID showed his own name, his own phone number. Confused and curious, Arjun answered. For a moment, there was only silence. Then a trembling voice whispered, "Don't open the door, no matter who knocks." The voice sounded exactly like his own. Before Arjun could ask a single question, the call disconnected. A few seconds later, knock, knock, knock. 3 slow, heavy knocks echoed through the apartment. His heartbeat raced. Carefully, he walked to the door and looked through the peephole. The hallway was completely empty. Not a single person, no footsteps, nothing. Trying to calm himself, Arjun stepped away from the door. Suddenly, his phone rang again. Once again, it was his own number. His hands trembled as he answered. The voice spoke immediately. "I told you not to check the door." There was a brief pause. Then the voice whispered, "He's behind you." Fear gripped his entire body. Very slowly, Arjun turned around. Nothing. The apartment was empty. But before he could breathe again, every light in the apartment went out. Darkness swallowed the room. Only the sound of rain remained. Then, without him touching it, his phone's flashlight switched on by itself. The beam slowly moved across the room, until it stopped on the wall. Letters began appearing one by one. "You were never alone." Arjun stumbled backward in terror. He ran toward the front door. Just before he reached it, the door slowly opened by itself. Beyond it was a long, silent hallway. At the far end, a dark figure stood completely still, watching him. His phone rang one last time. With shaking hands, he answered. The voice calmly said, "You finally found me." The call ended. The shadow disappeared. Everything became silent once again. The next morning, police searched the apartment. There was no sign that anyone else had ever been there. Only one terrifying detail remained. Arjun opened his call history. Every mysterious call had been made tomorrow. Would you answer if your future called?